Hey guys, welcome back. Tibber2 here today with a new video. Now today, nothing crazy, but we're going to be talking about Battlefield 2042 and whether or not it has improved at all for those who haven't touched the game at all and might be thinking about coming back. The reason we're talking about this is because today, Tuesday the 7th, is supposed to be the day that EA and DICE are dropping a bunch of trailers for the Season 1 finally starting on Thursday, 2 days from now. So if you're watching this right away, if everything goes according to plan, the season is supposed to start on Thursday. That's what I've been hearing, and today is supposed to be the trailers. So if you're watching this, there might already be Battlefield Season 1 trailers out for 2042, and this will then be the season starting on Thursday. So to start right off, if you haven't played at all, you'll notice even just in this gameplay that's up, they have removed 128 players from the game pretty much completely. I think it's still in Portal. But from the game, if you boot up in queue, you cannot play 128 anymore, even though that was basically the major entire marketing and like trigger words for the game was how massive all of Warfare was and yada yada. They have removed that and tightened all the maps down, and I do think the maps flow a lot better now. You can see from the gameplay that this map was completely shrunken down, so the entire stadium now isn't even part of Conquest, which for me the stadium was my favorite part of the map and where I would try and basically stay, because the rest is just empty desert. But now they have the city and then the main strip, and it's very strange and it feels really like not enough now when you're playing, in all honesty, because there's only A, B, and C. And like even Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, a lot of the time you're seeing like up to E, like large sprawling maps that are full and fun to play on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like Battlefield 1, I'm sure there was maps that went up to F, and it was fun. The map was full and there were people everywhere and it was a good game. But now on this map and many of them, there's ABC, ABCD, which like it feels like I'm playing Domination, not Conquest. Like it doesn't feel big like Battlefield is supposed to feel. But as far as pacing goes, it does feel a lot better. And they at least tightened up some of the maps and they added some to a little bit of the areas, but mainly they just tightened the borders. And it does improve the flow of all the maps, and it does, I think, make the game better to play. But I would still say that the way Battlefield 1 is, or Battlefield 2042 is right now, it's not really worth playing unless you have friends. If you're playing with friends, if you can try and, finagle your way into like devil on the shoulder, tricking them into playing the game, then you might have fun for like an hour or two. If you're with like a full squad or a duo or something where you can actually get some kind of Battlefield going. If you're playing alone and you're in your squad, there's no team play, there's no squad play. Like the fact that there just aren't classes, there is no team play of any kind. Like it's a shame, and it's still the way it is. They're still going with the specialist system, but if you're not playing with friends, I don't think the game's worth playing. That's just my pure honesty, and hopefully with season 1 that'll change. But they've also, before we move on, they've also added maps into the normal queues, the All Out Warfare queues. They have now put the Battlefield 3 maps, Caspian Border and No-Shahar Canals, and then the Battlefield Bad Company 2 maps, Arica Harbor and Valparaiso, into the All Out Warfare queues. So you have a nice dice roll that maybe, just maybe, you won't have to play 2042 content of any kind. All the garbage, terrible maps. Like I said, they did tighten them. They're a little better, but they're just still empty and, barren and visually awful, which is really weird because you play something like Arica Harbor or Valparaiso, and it's from Bad Company 2, and on this engine, it looks really nice because the map, when it was made, was full and laid out correctly, and it looks good, and it was designed by people with frontal lobes. And then you play the new 2042 maps, and it's just like, it looks like Gary's mod, flat emptiness. But anyways, moving on. The game has more maps in it. It feels like more maps because you're playing maps you haven't played, and it's more of a mix instead of just getting discarded back to back to back to back. With Season 1, all that is being added, if the leaks aren't to be believed, and they usually are pretty accurate, is 1 specialist, which we knew that already, 2 helicopters, wowee, 2 weapons, and 1 map. Now, this is extremely underwhelming, to say the least. 2 weapons and 1 map, especially for Battlefield. If anyone knows and has played like Battlefield 4 or 3 even, but Battlefield 4, if you don't know, look up the weapon list for that game. The entire amount of weapons in COD or this Battlefield are just the same amount of like assault rifles in Battlefield 4. And yeah, a lot of them are the exact same, you know, with 1 number difference or 1 bloom difference or something. But at least there's something there. Like, I would take more than 2 weapons after 7 months. It has been over 7 months. 2 weapons and 1 map. This map better be fire. From what they've been saying, and of course this is marketing, like everything they say, it's not to be trusted really, that they have put a lot into this map, and then this map was being made after the mass failure of all the other maps. So hopefully the fundamentals of the map are back to something good, and it's supposed to have a 24/7 playlist as well, so you will just play this map back to back to back to back when Season 1 comes out. And that means that if this map is good, or at least better than the other ones, the game itself will feel a lot better. Because for me, when I play this game, it's not even really the game that feels awful, or like when I get bored or I'm like, man, this sucks. It's the maps. It's either the maps or the vehicles, and most of the time it's the maps because they're just so barren and boring, repetitive, and like uninspired. But if this map is really good, then the most of your time playing will be enjoyable because you can just play that map. 2 new weapons is, of course, not enough in my opinion. You know, no one knows what those are, but you can just assume like an assault rifle and something else. Hopefully a sniper or something interesting. I don't know. Hopefully something cool. And then 1 specialist and 2 helicopters. That is 7 months of work from a AAA 5. What is it? 3 or 4 full AAA studios. 2 weapons, 1 map, 2 helicopters, and 1 character. 7 months after launch. But yeah. So, who knows? If the season starts here on Thursday, at least there will be something to give you purpose, since there is a battle pass, you know, more stuff to unlock, some cosmetics and stuff to change how you look. Though there has also been playtesting for creators and stuff behind closed doors. And for those that care, for those that don't, there's a bunch of bundles being added to the game in the paid store, which of course was going to happen. But one of them, I kid you not, this is straight from the horse's mouth. Otaku Frenzy. Even in the future, anime never dies. Slap in a mag, help keep it that way. And there's anime weapon skins, so that's fun, you know. They've definitely poked the hornet's nest with that one. People were crying over a Santa Claus jacket, just a red jacket and beard. But now they have anime skins. They just can't help but try and be like COD when they should be trying to be like Battlefield. But anyways, guys, that's about it. I think right now, pre-Season 1, if you have friends, that you can definitely have fun playing the game. It's not horrible. I wouldn't even say, really, it's a bad game. I do think it is mainly the maps that make the game unenjoyable. But if you're playing with friends and these maps that are a little more tightened up now, you can have some fun. And if there was more to actually do, any sort of challenges or anything, which hopefully will come with the Battle Pass, I think it can be enjoyable, and I think Season 1 has a good chance of being fun with the hopes that the map is fun. If the map is fun, the season will be fun, at least for a little while. But again, it's 1 map. So how fast can you get tired of 1 map? I give it maybe 5 or 6 rounds of the same map, and I think you'll probably call it a day. Plus the new specialist will be out, so every single person can play the same specialist on both teams, and it's just going to be horrible. But that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed Battlefield 2042 content. I'm going to put out some stuff about Season 1, but I'm sure it will be a massive flop, just like always, which really sucks because, you know, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're like me and you had high hopes for the game and hoped that, you know, it should have been unfallable, should have been impossible to mess up, but, yeah, EA Dice finds a way. Anyways, guys, that's about it. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully, as I said, the trailers for Season 1 are coming out today, and the season is starting on Thursday. If that's not true, that's just me going off of what we were told. But it is coming, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Hopefully, if you try out the season, let me know what you think. And if it's coming out, let me know if you're excited. Everything else, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.